What is going on, everybody? Andy Coinbuster here, back with a brand new high limit quarter Coinbuster video for you all today. In today's episode, we're going to be doing a $10 million investment, and they provided us 1,100 quarters for that $10 million buy-in. So wish me the best of luck, everybody. Hopefully we can demolish this great big old, I don't even know what you call that thing, a castle of poker chips, I guess, or a wall. We'll just call it a castle wall of poker chips. All the pinkish purple chips you're seeing in the machine, those are all $5,000 chips. The orange poker chips are $10,000 chips. And they got some pretty tall towers of gold back there on the pressure. We're already getting those to tumble down. Oh yeah, look at that. And they got 2 stacks of cash in there as well, 2 ginormous dollar sign money mystery bags. We had a boatload of cash up front. We done got the majority of that to go into the loot chute. So we'll add up all that money here in just a second. Wow, there's a whole bunch of it down here, I'm telling you. Oh my goodness, you're not going to believe this, you all. Check this out. We just got that tower to go in the center. That's awesome. Alright, hold on one second, you all. A lot of that money got stuck in the loot chute. Alright, let's see. Yeah, well, the right side's still piled up a little bit, but check it out. We got 2 $1 chips. So that is 1,003 quarters right there. We get to turn that in for 1,003 quarters. That is awesome. Yeah, it's starting to go now. We're starting to win a whole bunch of money out of there. Times $10,000 chips, gold bars, $5,000 chips. It's doing miraculous today. So I might try to get that loot chute cleared out before the quarters start falling in there, because yeah, the quarters are actually about to start falling down in the loot chute. So we might as well go ahead and get all this cleared out, and we'll go ahead and turn in those 2 $1 chips. Like I said, that'll get us 1,000 quarters, 500 quarters for each. So let's go ahead and turn those in and get the loot chute cleared out, and we'll be right back. Alrighty, we are back. So I got that loot chute completely cleared out. It was much easier process to sort through all those poker chips and 1 ounce gold bars we had won without the quarters being, you know, present with all that stuff down there in the payout chute. So yeah, it was pretty basic and straightforward. Just collected all the $10,000 chips, put those in one section of the box. For the ones who don't know, the staff, they want us to like put the different values of casino chips in one specific section of the box. And we have to take that box over there to them. We have to take all the chips over there to the counter and turn those in after, you know, we finish playing the game for the day. And of course, you know, we cash all that in for real money. Basically how these coin purses work, perhaps you're new to the channel and you don't really have too much knowledge about how these high limit coin purchasing machines work. Odds are you probably played one of these before. Maybe like at a gas station, an arcade, convenience store. They've got them, you know, all over creation pretty much. I know they are illegal in some states. Some states aren't allowed to have quarter coin purchasing machines that, you know, pay out real cash money or perhaps quarters. But if you're in a state that, you know, offers these like I am, odds are you've probably seen one of these before. But however, how these high limit coin purchasing machines work, we have to buy in, you know, using, you know, real money. We have to buy in with real money, and we purchase a certain amount of quarters. So for instance, today it was a $10 million buy-in. We paid $10 million US dollars for 1,100 quarters, obviously. And then we have to play with those quarters and attempt to, you know, win our original investment back, which was $10 million. We have to attempt to win $10 million worth of poker chips or whatever else they have in the machine currently. And these are $25,000 chips back here, so you're welcome to zoom in on those. It looks like about possibly $1 million per tower, so about 6 million worth of chips just with the $25,000 chips individually. It's about 6 million, if not a little more. So now that right there just goes to show we have the potential to profit a tremendous amount of money today. We just got to stay consistent, and I'm determined to win our $10 million back. So I'll definitely give it my best shot today, try to win it all out of there. We're currently trying to get that last 30 grand over there on that right corner. Slowly but surely making progress on it. Typically the last little bit of money, the remaining money in there, it's pretty stubborn to push out of there at times. It's because, you know, there's no other weight in the playfield, so yeah, the quarters just end up pushing around the tower or down in the banker slot. And just in case you didn't know this, perhaps you're new to coin pushing videos, any money that falls down these opening spaces on the left and the right side, whether it be quarters, poker chips, cash, gold, dice, it all goes to the house. It all goes inside the machine in this big old Tupperware box. They've showed me before, and yeah, all that money goes to the owner. I don't get to win nor keep any of that. So yeah, we obviously got it all cleared out of there now, so we got all the $10,000 chips. I'm going to separate all the items and chips and gold down here in the loot chute, and then we'll go ahead and turn in that green earbud. I forgot to point that out, but yeah, we got a green earbud. Basically, we'll get to turn this in right here. We'll just hand it to them, and they'll place all this stuff that is on the side tables into the playfield here. They might divide it up. They may put some of the stuff on the pusher back there, then put the rest of it down here on the lower shelf. So we'll have to just wait and see what they do. But the odds are, this is kind of a brand new thing they started doing. They started removing the quarters. They give us 50% of the quarters on the playfield, and they take 50% for themselves. And they do that to, you know, make the games more difficult. It's much more time consuming now to get the towers to go. So hopefully they don't, you know, hopefully they don't put the towers in super duper difficult spots. But yeah, we're about to find out. Let's turn in this green earbud right here, and we'll continue pushing. Be right back. Alrighty, we are back. Let's get right back to pushing. So I called the casino staff back here. We cashed in that green earbud, and they placed all the stuff that was on them blue shelves into the playing field. Now the two ginormous towers are down here on the lower shelf. Same thing for the two ginormous mystery bags. And they built like a decent sized wall made out of $25,000 chips back there. Now they put the two $5,000 in gold towers back there as well. So wish me the best of luck, everybody. Hopefully we can demolish all these ginormous towers they got stacked up in there and make some good money. Hopefully we can profit. Now my goal is to win at least $100 million off of this game, because we played a game earlier, we lost around $100 million. So therefore I'm going to try to make $100 million profit on this game right here. So technically we need to win $110 million. That way we can break even for this game and be in profit, if that makes any sense. Or break even for this game and break even for the other game we played right before this game right here. So obviously they took the quarters off the lower shelf and the pusher back there. They gave us 50% of the quarters, like I stated they would earlier, and they took 50% of the quarters to themselves. So but as you can see, a lot of stuff is getting stuck in there. I don't know if that's a side effect for there not being any quarters in there to begin with, but it definitely seems like it's gotten more difficult ever since they, began to start taking the quarters off the lower shelf and the pusher whenever we'd cash in an earbud of some sort. Every bit of it's piled up on the edge now, including the 2 mystery bags. Let's see. Yeah, this tower right here, it's slightly leaning forward a little bit. It looks like it may fall over there toward the left side potentially. Yeah, the quarters aren't really pushing anything forward, so as you can see, the quarters are just overlapping each other back there. Well, in other words, they're like going underneath each other. Alright, let's get that loot chute cleared out. Oh wow, look at that. There we go. So there went a pretty good portion of that money that was stuck. At least in the loot chute anyway. Now against the glass, that's a whole different story. There's a lot of money stuck against the glass right now. Yeah, there's no... that's not going to budge at all, I don't think. And we may end up having to call the staff back here for assistance with that. They may have to reset that stuff, as in like stacking it all into a brand new tower, or possibly they may, end up just allowing us to just claim all this money. They may, count it all as a win. Who knows? But we'll continue pushing for a little while longer. Try to get these mystery bags. $25,000 chips, $5,000 chips. Yeah, they got it all in there today, but luckily, we've done real well with quarters today. We've accumulated a lot of quarters throughout this game so far. And we should have enough quarters to battle this big old traffic jam up front here. At least for a little while anyway. I mean, we can't battle it, for no hour or two or anything like that. We would eventually oh my gosh, there's a lot of money on the right side about to go. We would eventually run out of quarters if we kept at it for a significant amount of time like that. That's how it always goes. Because as I've said, countless times before, numerous times before, there's always consistently money falling, or there's always money falling down in the opening spaces, aka the banker slots, consistently. Therefore, we would end up, losing a tremendous amount of quarters in the long run if we continued pushing for a while. Well, at least we got a space open on that right side there now. So at least that's an outlet for some quarters anyway. Now if those 2 mystery bags wasn't stuck on the edge right now, I would honestly predict that we would get every bit of these poker chips to go in quarters. The quarters would no longer be stacked up like that. by the looks of it, it looks like we may end up pushing that tower that's on the right side over the edge here in just a second. There's a boatload of poker chips right here that's just hanging up, or hanging there on the edge, and we just got them right as I pointed those out. Awesome. We just got to make sure we consistently get that loot chute cleared out, and the reason for that, they have like an opening gap right up above the payout chute, and I'd say the loot chute could fill up probably by about that much or so. Then, you know, anything once it, you know, gets taller than that, or even if it's, you know, an inch away from being completely full, you know, the likelihood of losing money to that opening space, the gap right up above it, odds of that happening is pretty high at that point. So that's why I try to entirely empty out that loot chute before it reaches, you know, before it reaches the max height pretty much. But it's nice and all that we got that money on the left side in the right corner, but we still need to attempt to win this mystery bag and tower that's on the edge right here. Let's see, how long have we been playing on this round anyway? Camera says about 14 minutes, so I'm pretty sure I can edit out some of that. You know, like getting the loot chute cleared out, separating the chips, gold. Yeah, it should be a lengthy video today though. I would say a minimum of a 30-35 minute episode. We'll just have to wait and see. But one thing I've definitely noticed, and I've realized this over the past few days, ever since they began deducting quarters off the lower shelf in the pusher whenever we would turn in the special earbuds, the games have gotten, you know, tremendously longer. As in, like, you know, the videos, they're much longer than they would be, you know, if they would, you know, let the quarters remain on the lower shelf in the pusher. So yeah, they're a new technique for trying to make more money. It's definitely working, but we just have to adapt to it and do the best we can. I mean, they've changed rules at times, and it's sometimes been, you know, inconvenient. However, you know, we've always adapted to the new changes, you know, made for these machines, and we've, you know, developed the best strategies to, you know, to get the maximum results playing these games over time. It's all trial and error pretty much. We just have to figure out what works best. We may try to start, you know, stacking up the quarters more frequently back there on the pusher while holding in the skill stop button, just to see if that, you know, makes a significant difference in the length of time it takes to demolish all the towers and completely empty out the machine. We're struggling really bad right now with this tower. What I think I might go ahead and do, I'm just going to go ahead and call the casino staff back here just to see if they might can potentially reset this tower, because they're supposed to reset anything that is jammed up on the edge. So yeah, we'll go ahead and call them back here. We'll be right back. Stay tuned, everybody. Alrighty, we are back. Let's get right back to pushing. So I called the casino staff back here, and that employee decided to reset all the $5,000 and the $10,000 chips. Pretty sure there's a few $25,000 chips mixed in there with all the rest of the stuff, but the majority of that is $5,000 and $10,000 chips. He also put that mystery bag on the pusher, so everything is in a much more convenient spot now, much better spot for all this stuff. So wish me the best of luck, everybody. Hopefully we can demolish all these. Well, technically no towers in there, so we won't be demolishing anything. Let's just say hopefully we can win every bit of these $5,000 and $10,000 chips out of here. We just about got everything pushed down to the lower shelf, and so yeah, we got 2 mystery bags to open up after we win this one. That'll make the second mystery bag that we're about to win right there. Very, very excited to see what they got stashed in there for us today. Hopefully a lot of good and valuable stuff. And we could definitely benefit from some white dice today. White dice or gold dice. Gold dice multiply the gold bars we win, and the white dice multiply the value of the casino chips and the cash that we win. I think we done got 2 stacks of cash out of there, and we got a significant amount of gold today as well. Alright, let's get the 2 $5,000 chips off of the left corner. That one right there is super duper close to falling off the edge. So yeah, I'll try to get 2 videos out in one day. Today is currently April the 19th as I'm recording this video. Yeah, I've already posted the 11:30 a.m. video, then tonight probably about 8 or 8:30 we'll post the evening video, the second video of the day. So let me know if you'd want to see, you know, 2 videos in one day more frequently, and I'd be more than happy to do that for you all. But anyhow, we got it all cleared out of there. It's doing amazing today. So let's go ahead and open up both of the mystery bags. I'm very, very excited about this. Hopefully they're both loaded up fantastically well. Alright, let's see what's in this mystery bag right here. So this was the first mystery bag we had won. It's been, you know, laying up here on top of the machine for a pretty good while now. So let's see what's in there. Wow, so we got tons of white dice and gold dice, it looks like. We got a $1 million bill, and there's still something else in here. Hold on one second. Oh, nice. So we got a $1 chip, and it still feels like there might be another $1 million bill in there. We'll get to that in a moment. But we got a $1 chip. It's 500 quarters. We got a 1 ounce gold bar. Those are about $3 grand each, I think. And I'm dropping everything. Hold on one second. Alright, so sorry about that, but anyhow, we got a $1 million bill. We'll get to turn that in for $1 million at the end of the game. That's basically practically the same thing as winning 1 million of casino chips out of there. And we got 2 Bitcoins, so that is 2 entries into a free $1 million buy-in giveaway. So in other words, if we, you know, somehow are able to win that giveaway whenever they do the Bitcoin drawing at the beginning of each month, we'll pretty much get like 20 free quarters on a game that was supposed to cost $1 million, and we can use those 20 quarters to try to, you know, win as much of that money out of there as we possibly can. And if something happens, we lose those 20 quarters, we still have the option to do the actual buy-in. So anyway, we got the Mr. Money keychain that could be worth $1 all the way up to $1 million. So typically the price for that keychain, I'd say the average for the keychain on the larger buy-in games, I think it's potentially probably like 100 grand is probably the average. But anyhow, we got 5 of the white dice, so yeah, those multiply the chips and the cash. 2 gold dice, that'll multiply the gold bars. That is excellent right there. So let's see what else was hiding in this mystery bag. Now, they like to conceal the cash pretty good in here. They make it where it won't fall out of the mystery bag easily. Alright, so we got another $1 million bill. That totals up to $2 million in cash total today. Not even counting the 2 stacks of cash we won. They got 10 grand in each one of those stacks, by the way. Alright, and this other mystery bag, it's still stuck in the loot chute. Hold on 1 second, you all. I'm really trying to get it out of there. Just wait for it. It's almost there. You can fast forward if you want to. Nice, there we go. There was a whole bunch of quarters on top of it. It was putting a lot of pressure on it. But luckily, it just fell out. So, let's check this one out. I'm really, you know, hoping that this mystery bag has a special earbud stashed in there that will get us a free tower of chips or gold, depending on the color of the earbud. The color of the earbud determines what value of the tower, or the value of the chip of the tower they're going to build in there, in other words. And we got the highest value possible. We got the white earbud today, and there's still something else in here. We'll find out what else is in there in just a second. We've got another $1 chips, 500 quarters, 20 grand, and let's see. Oh, nice, there was another $10,000 chip, so technically 30 grand there. 2 bitcoins, that totals up to 4 of those we've won today in total. And the white earbud, it's going to get us a free tower of $25,000 chips. That is remarkable. 2 gold dice, 3 white dice, so that is exceptionally well for a $10 million game. Decent amount of dice today, so let's go ahead and turn in that white earbud, and they will also give us a reset for the poker chips. We had lost to the dead zone over there, aka the blue shelves. They'll put those back into the playfield in any location. It's really up to them. So again, the odds of them, you know, removing the quarters from the lower shelf and the pusher are pretty high. So we'll see what they do. We'll be right back. Alrighty, we are back. Let's get right back to pushing. So I called the casino staff back here. We cashed in both of the $1 chips. They provided us 1,000 free quarters for those 2 $1 chips. And let's see, we also asked them about the value of that mystery money keychain, and I'm very impressed by what they said today. They said it was worth $950,000, so nearly $1 million for that keychain. I remember, you know, some of the outstandingly expensive games, you know, such as $100 million buy-ins. Sometimes that keychain hasn't even been worth that much, so we got extremely lucky with that today. And obviously they built us a pretty good sized tower, I guess, of $25,000 chips in the center. That's a substantial amount of money right there, you know, considering, you know, we only invested $10 million into this game right here. So we'll see if we can't pull an absolute fortune out of here. Try to make an outstanding amount of money today. You're welcome to pause the video and add up all these chips right here. It takes 4 of them to be equivalent to 100 grand. 4 $25,000 chips. Clearly that's 100 grand, so by the looks of it, it looks like there's around 600 grand or so up top here. I'd say the total value for all these chips right here, this entire tower, is potentially around yeah, just a wild guess. I'm gonna say it's probably about, I don't know, maybe $4 or $5 million. We'll just have to count it up to be 100% positive of that at the end of the game. So if you've enjoyed this coin brusher video so far today, and you want to see content like this on a regular basis, I typically upload every single day, 7 days a week. Sometimes I will reward you all with 2 brand new episodes in one day, usually about 8 or 9 hours apart between episodes if I do 2 games in one day. So, yeah, if you want to see these amazing high limit quarter coin pressure videos on a daily basis, go ahead and subscribe to the channel. We are currently on the road to 250,000 subscribers. I would be very, very appreciative and thankful if we can get to 250,000 by the end of summer. It would be amazing if we could get there. So I'll leave that entirely up to you all. That's your choice. If you want to subscribe, you can, but if not, that's up to you. But I must say, you would be, missing out on miraculously high quality coin pressure videos if you decide not to subscribe. And there's no, money involved. There's no subscriptions, as in you paying me money every month to subscribe. Subscribing is 100% free, and it's actually just a really, really cool and convenient feature that YouTube offers to everybody. That way they can, keep up and, be informed when their favorite channels, publish new content. And if I'm uploading on a daily basis, you'll definitely want to be notified for that. As I try to provide you all with the highest quality coin pressure videos on YouTube. Well, I can definitely, tell a massive difference in, the length of time it's taken to get these towers right here compared to what it would be if they had quarters underneath them. Yeah, because these towers right here were stacked on the playfield without any quarters, being underneath it. And that's definitely increasing the length of time it's taken to demolish these towers. But we're not going to give up. We're not going to stop till we've successfully emptied out the entire machine. Every single poker chip, the vast majority of the quarters, going for the biggest jackpot win possible on this game right here. So we just got extremely lucky. We got the ginormous tower on the right hand side to fall backwards. Nice, there we go. One on the left side copied the one on the right. And that loot chute was getting a little bit too full. I had to hurry and empty that out. It's alright though, we don't believe we lost anything to that opening space up above it. Alright, so we've officially got the whole entire machine cleared out today. We've done exceptionally well on this game. This has been an amazing game today. We've definitely, made a crazy amount of money on this one. So I think now it is time to call the casino staff back here, and they will place all those dice that we won on the pressure back there. And using our quarters, we have to roll these dice down to the lower shelf here, whatever numbers are facing upwards, facing the ceiling of the machine. That will be our multipliers for our winnings and our gold, and the only exception for that, the ones do not count at all. So yeah, that's the only thing about that. The ones don't count whatsoever. So if any of those dice land on ones, just pretend those dice don't even exist. So we'll be right back. Stay tuned, everybody. Alrighty, we are back. Let's get right back to pushing. So I called the casino staff back here. They had placed every bit of them dice that we had won on the pusher back there. So let's roll them dice down to the lower shelf. Hopefully they land on some really nice numbers today. Wow, they are doing absolutely phenomenal today. Check this out. We only got 2 ones out of all those dice right there. That is phenomenal. So I'm going to go ahead and count everything up, multiply our winnings and our gold by all this right here, and I'll let y'all know exactly what we ended up winning back today from a, let's see, it was a $10 million buy-in, so hopefully we've won, you know, our $100 million back that we lost on the previous game, and hopefully we've won and broke even from the game we played today, which we're definitely going to profit today, that's for sure. So anyhow, we'll be right back. Stay tuned, everybody. Alrighty, we are back. You all are not going to believe how much money we ended up profiting today from a $10 million investment. This right here is absolutely miraculous. I don't think, you know, you all was expecting this, and I definitely was not expecting a win this outrageous today. So we ended up winning a grand total of $28,673,900. So that right there was all the poker chips and the cash that we won. Remember, there was a whole bunch of cash on the edge right here at the beginning of the game. There was lots of $20 bills, $100 bills, $50 bills, several thousand worth of cash on the edge, I'm pretty sure. But anyhow, also, that was the mystery money keychain all put together. The keychain was 950 grand, like I stated earlier. So, yeah, again, that's $28,673,900. The white dice did remarkable. They totaled up to 25 today. And that right there, you all put us up to a grand total of $716,847,500. So let's deduct our $10 million investment off of that. That means we profited $706,847,500 today. And let's go ahead and deduct our $100 million that we had lost on the previous game. So that still means we profited $606,847,500 today. So we made everything back that we had lost earlier, plus, you know, a crazy amount more. So yeah, we did absolutely remarkable on this game. Be sure you drop a like on the video if you enjoyed this one. Let's set a goal. Let's attempt to get 5,000 likes on this game today. That would be very amazing if we could get there. 5,000 likes. I'll completely leave that up to you all. It's your all's choice. But anyhow, now moving on to the 1 ounce gold bars, I think we won 41 ounces of gold today, so that's decent right there. The gold dice totaled up to 15, that put us up to 615 ounces of gold. Spot price of gold currently is about $31.50, I guess. I suppose it's that. It means we got $1,937,250 worth of gold today. And just in case you're curious what I do with the gold bars that I win, you know, while playing these games, I typically keep those in a safe deposit box or just somewhere where they can't be, you know, stolen. Like, for example, a case, a safe, not a case, a safe. Well, sometimes they are in the case, but I put them in the safe, pretty much. So, anyway, now moving on to the quarters. We ended up winning a grand total of, I believe it was around 2,062 quarters today, and let's divide that by 4 to get the dollar amount. That means we won $515.50 in quarters. So that is exceptionally well right there. We did real well with the quarters today, and we have no other choice but to trade those quarters in for cash, because we're not allowed to bring any quarters with us. Like, we're not allowed to, you know, go into the establishment with any quarters in their pockets or, you know, backpack or anything like that. And also, we have no choice but to cash in the quarters for cash at the end of the game. So the quarters that you're seeing in here right now have been the quarters that have been, you know, present in these games and videos throughout the years. So, and every now and then they'll, you know, they'll add a few quarters in there. So, anyhow, that right there is not bad at all for a $10 million investment. So if y'all enjoyed today's video and you want to see more content like this, go ahead and drop a like on the video. Consider subscribing to the channel, turn on the bell icon, that way you're up to date for future videos. And if you want to check out the previous video, that will appear at the bottom right of the screen. If you want to subscribe, that will appear at the top right. If you want to check out this remarkable video at the bottom left, you're welcome to do that. And if you want to check out an entire playlist of my videos, that will appear at the top left of the screen. So with all that being said and stated, we'll see you all on tomorrow's episode. Until then, you all take care, stay safe, drive safe, and have an amazing day, everybody.